Hey everybody, welcome to Life's Tough, Let's Talk About It. It's me, James Patton, with your co-host, Josh Rucker.
What's up, everybody?
That's right. So today, it's our very first episode, and we wanted to talk about each other as far as our disabilities, kind of what happened, etc. So without further ado, Josh, if I can ask,
Oh, man.
what happened? And when? Like, what is it exactly that caused you to be in a chair?
Awesome, man. Yep. So, yeah, I've been paralyzed 18 years. September 17th, 2002, I was involved in an automobile work accident. I was just driving my work vehicle one day, heading out to the capital of the state I'm in right now, Michigan, which is the capital is Lansing. And my van just went faulty. I lost control of the vehicle. My rear tire on the driver's side blew. I had a whole bunch of weight in the van. It all shifted to the rear of the van. When that happened, I lost control. The axle, because of so much, we had like a 50-pound drum of chemical, a 50-pound drum of water that we carried around that hooked to like a high-pressure hose that we would spray the coils of the big commercial air conditioners down to clean them. And a whole bunch of other stuff in the vehicle. Well, it all shifted to the rear end after the tire blew. And with all that weight being there, the axle ripped off. So I go to hit the brake because my cousin's sleeping. He's like kind of waking up. And he's like, what the heck are you doing? I'm like, bro. He's like, stop. And I'm like, I can't. I'm trying to hit the brakes. And I'm like, I can't. But I look in my rearview mirror and I just see like fire and sparks. And I'm hitting the brakes and nothing. We're just like coasting. I don't know exactly the speed, but I probably would do about at least 75. I used to drive like 75, 80 on the expressway like a stupid ass.
Damn.
But, so yeah, lost control, all the weight shifted, the axle ripped off the van. So next thing you know, the car's just like kind of like spinning like this, the whole rear end. Well, all of a sudden we didn't hit anything, but like the car just like flipped forward. And I'm looking down at the ground with my hands on the dashboard like, this is not cool.
No shit. This is not cool.
Yeah, okay. I'm not supposed to see this. And then all of a sudden, that's it. Yeah. I'm waking up in a hospital, tied down to a bed. And it was just crazy, man. Like, people were walking by. No one would answer me. And then, like, I think I was, like, in and out of, like, a coma. And then when I came to, like, my mom and, like, my family, my sister, my aunt were all staring at me. And I was tied down still to the bed. And I had tubes in me. And I was just looking at everybody. And everybody was just looking at me. And I couldn't talk. Because when I tried to talk, I don't know. Because I was in a coma for a month. And I had a feeding tube down my throat. So I didn't talk or anything. So when I tried to talk, it was like, I couldn't talk. So I had to go through speech therapy again, man. It was hell. But 18 years later, man, I feel great. I feel like a badass, but man, I got a story to tell. So James, after I told you a little bit about myself, what about you, man? How'd you end up getting injured?
Man, so I was in the military. I was in the Navy. Yes, I wasn't in for very long, but I ended up, I enlisted back in August of 2000. And December of that year, before we went on Christmas leave, we had to take our flu vaccination. It was mandatory for the base. So I went through and I got it. I went home and everything. And, when I came back, I had a dentist appointment. Now, mind you, with the flu shot, typically, you don't feel good a little bit, here and there. It's just kind of a drag, So I was kind of feeling that when I came back already, which of course I had told them, and they also knew because, like I said, it was like a mandatory, vaccination for everybody. So anyways, went to the dentist, got my wisdom teeth taken out. I had to get all four taken out at once. And so whenever they did it, basically they used, I guess, dirty utensils, and so I got bacteria that formed back in my mouth. And I mean, it like attacked my throat, my mouth, everything, and ended up basically somehow it, I guess, just attacked my spine. It got into my bloodstream. I'm assuming through my mouth, but got into my spinal cord and basically just suffocated the nerves on the way up. So I'm a T5 paraplegic, which is basically a T5 is like your nipple line down. But I'm also incomplete. Now, being incomplete, my legs move a little bit, like I can feel my legs somewhat, stuff like that. But it's not the same as before, wherever I walk and stuff like that, though. But what about, have you ever experienced anything like that? Or?
Well, you said about your injury. So, yeah, I'm actually paralyzed with my belly button down. I can't even feel my belly button, T9. And I'm actually complete paraplegic where my spinal cord is completely severed. I can't feel my lower extremities. I can't feel anything, the hot, cold sensation. So it's very different for me.
How does that work, though? So, like, have you ever had any instances where, let's say you have something hot on your lap or something? Like, what? How do you know?
Oh, yeah, so I don't know. Your legs freak out. I do know because your legs will freak out. Kind of like when I use the bathroom, my legs freak out. They kind of like, start shaking. And, depending on what, number one or number two, if I have to go. But also.
You just say depends on number one or number two.
Number one or number two. Like a shit or pee-pee. But what's really crazy about it all is how actually we met each other. Totally two different injuries. Don't even know each other. We meet in college.
Don't make it weird, bro. Don't make it weird.
No, that's not even weird. We met in college, right? We met in college.
Yeah.
Playing wheelchair basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty crazy. I come from Michigan, the north, up here in the streets of Detroit. When then I get accepted down to a college in University of Texas, Arlington, Texas. And I played college wheelchair basketball, which where I meet you, we just.
I thought I met you at OSU first.
You know what? I might have been because we might have. And you know what? You were at San Antonio.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you were at the Spurs.
Oh my God, dude, that's okay. Now you're going back in the day, bro.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh man, the Spurs. Do you remember that? Oh my goodness.
So tell a little bit about that real quick. Tell about the wheelchair basketball real quick. NWBA, National Wheelchair Basketball Association.
Yeah.
When I played for the Spurs, we got sponsored by the professional Spurs. My jersey that I had on, probably like Tim Duncan, dude, it would touch my ankles, and I had it on like a shirt, like a what? It looked like a dress. It was so big.
Yeah, I remember that. They were like dresses, bro. I was just like, this thing is huge. Like, what is going on? But no, I hear you on that, man. Wheelchair basketball is man, it's definitely brought a lot of it's brought my eyes, I could say, like opened my eyes to a lot of different things. Just seeing a lot of different people with disabilities or not. Whether it's kids with their parents that are disabled or the kids are disabled, and you have their parents bringing them, of course, stuff like that. To me, it's great to see that, when you have something that can bring, people with all different types of disabilities together, people with disabilities together, on top of having, like a crowd of people that are interested to see that, those things. And I think that also helps when we throw that stuff out there. Having, it's word of mouth obviously is the biggest thing that we have right now, right? And so, we're constantly having to tell people like, hey, like, I play wheelchair basketball or whatever, watch us, we'll be on, I don't know, let's say like Moving Mavs TV or something like that. Like I believe they have a YouTube station. With, which I believe they do, and we'll look it up and we can link it in the description, so that way if anybody wanted to check out like Moving Mavs, with UT Arlington, they can.
Yeah, for sure. So when we went to college, UTA, but there was like what 9 colleges in the United States that did
Yeah, I believe so.
college wheelchair basketball. We went against Illinois. We went against Whitewater. Who else? I believe UTA. I'm not UTA. OSU, Oklahoma State University, was there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But they dropped out of the division.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable time though, man, right there. Like I love that. I love playing in that. But my main thing I loved was why I'm actually moving back to Texas so we can advance our, podcasts and our videos right here to inspire and motivate everybody about life's tough. Let's talk about it. Is when we interacted with the young kids at the wheelchair basketball camps and stuff that had disabilities. And when I would be like I don't know the exact word right now, I can't think of it, but, the person would watch over them while they're going to bed or they're hanging out before they went to bed. And these kids just, like, touched my heart. Like, watching with the disability, I remember there was one kid, he had a fake leg, and he took his leg off, and he, like, threw it across the room, and he's, like, hopping around. And me, at first, like, it was still new to me, kind of. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. Like, wow, like, is he really doing that?
But aren't you in a wheelchair?
Yeah, what, say again?
I said, aren't you in a wheelchair?
Yeah. But at the time,
you're like surprised. You're just like, what? This kid's hopping around.
Yeah, like he was just accepting it. He was laughing and giggling about his disability. It really opened up my eyes more, and that's why I love, University of Texas Arlington so much. That's just one thing why I said like I want to move back to Texas because I want to interact with that community and just do those little things that I did when I was in college. That was fun, and it really, like I said, touched me and opened up my heart.
Yeah.
So what else are things about you?
Honestly, I mean, when I went to, when I got, UTA was 2006, I think, is when I started for UT Arlington. Because before that, I had just played for the Spurs, but I moved on to that. And what do you call it? 2006 to 2011. My first 2 years, actually, I had a different coach though. I had Coach Jim Hayes, amazing coach, great person. Unfortunately, though, I ended up passing away though, and we ended up getting another coach after that, of course, and that's Doug Garner, and he's done a great job, expanding it, the program and everything. But seeing stuff like that, of course, to me is awesome. You've got programs, especially when you're a part of it, and you meet so many people. I mean, I feel like I've met, man, hundreds, if not, thousands of people in general. And it's not even just people with disabilities, obviously. It's not like, we don't all know each other, just so everybody knows, right? I'm pretty sure you get this a lot, probably the same thing.
Hey, you know James in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Oh, I know James in the wheelchair because I'm in a wheelchair. Yes, I do know him. Yeah. Does he have black hair, brown hair?
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy though. And what's funny is I've told my kids that. Like I've actually told them like, sometimes this can happen, blah blah blah. And I think I had my youngest with me, my youngest daughter with me. And we were in the store, and this person had come up to me and asked me if I knew somebody, and I don't even remember the name, so I'm just gonna say, let's just say Larry, I don't know, or Mike. We can say Mike. And I was like, who? And he's like, oh, you don't know Mike, man? Oh, he's in a chair too, And I'm just like,
I disagree. I'm like, yeah, I know him, man. Like, I don't deal with it anymore.
Like, oh gosh. When I had just told my kids about it, and then she's like after I told her, she was like, is that one of them you were talking about? I was like,
yes.
But I was like, exactly what I'm talking about right there.
That's funny. Yeah, man, life's funny. That's okay. When I go to the grocery store, here in the north, man, it sucks because during the winters and never even plow. They plow the parking lots and all the snow right to the handicap ramp. So I go to the store and I'm like, they got like a 3 foot of fucking snowbank right here. Like, how do you want me to get in the store?
You don't wait, hold on. You don't have like an aide, an attendant, or somebody to like push you along or help you. Because you're all handy capable and stuff.
I wish, man. That'd be amazing. They should have one there, standing there. Sir, can we help you? Yes. Can you push me through the snow? No, we wouldn't even go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be crazy, man.
No.
Or I go to the store and I'll hold the door open for someone. Oh, go ahead, ma'am. No, let me get that for you. Ma'am, I got it. No, I got it. Go ahead, ma'am. Thank you.
And then, hold on. But do you have to go under their arm too?
Sometimes.
I can't stand that. I know. Sometimes.
Do the limbo.
It's so degrading. I'm just like, this is horrible. I'm just like, I could have just held it or got it myself. Like.
That's what we're all about. Hey, life's
dude.
tough sometimes. That's why we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It is. People don't understand, but see, that's the thing. Like back in the day, I'll tell you something. Back in the day, I used to get mad at like people like you that could feel somewhat, and I can't. And I'm like, wait a minute.
That's the difference between complete and incomplete.
And
that's for this a-hole.
No, so but you when you're in a situation like that, you grow up obviously, and you realize like it wasn't his fault or her fault saying, hey, let me get more feeling than him, let him be incomplete and they can be complete. But then like during sports, I get really mad about it. I'd be like, well, you got more function than I got. And they'd be like looking at me, and I'd be just mad about it.
It says that, big babies.
But it's funny, though, because when I won the 2018 World Championship for Seated Adaptive CrossFit, I beat amputees, able-bodied guys, man. So, it was just different. Like I said, as I grew up.
What was it called again? You won in 2018?
So it was 2018 Wadapalooza Seated Adaptive World CrossFit Championships.
Oh, wow.
They had people a guy from Europe was there, a guy from Australia, and then I think there was 3 guys from the United States, me and 2 others. It was awesome, man. The one guy couldn't even speak English. Like I was trying to speak to him in Spanish. He was Do
you remember any of their names? You don't know them? Oh, come on. I probably know them.
I do. Well, I can't. You know what? I can't remember. No. I don't know if his name was Carlos something. The guy played, dude. He came over. He was on a wheelchair basketball chair. He competed in that chair, pushed through sand and everything in a basketball chair. That's how I beat him. I got my everyday chair. We got to a section of the the competition where we had to do like 7 miles, and 1 mile was like a sand. You had to go through sand. I'm in my everyday chair. These guys are in 5-wheel basketball chairs, just stuck, just spinning in one circle. Yeah. And I'm like up in a wheelie, just pushing through it all. Like, bye. Like I had the fastest time. Then you had to pick up a 70-pound sandbag, put it on your lap, and push a mile, drop it, and then finish like 4 miles.
Dude, I'm tired just hearing this right now. Like I feel like my stomach is like going down as I continuously hear this rambling of healthy shit. Like
that's awesome, man. If you guys don't mind, drop that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know the next time that Life's Tough, Let's Talk About It drops a video for you guys, man. It's been fun, James. What do you think?
Definitely. I look forward to many more episodes. So hopefully we'll also have some people, some guest appearances, stuff like that. Have them on the show where we can, interview them and stuff. And then hopefully here soon we'll have somebody here in the home area.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know who I could be talking about.
Yeah. Hey, man, dreams come true when you work hard, man. I just sold the house. Going to make a good investment on this, moving back to Texas. Going to be closer to you, so we can definitely get into our zone, man, get this going even more. It's great. I'm having fun with it. This is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate everybody. Thanks a lot, man. Again, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you know the next time that we upload a video. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.
Yeah.